This is biology, but you're already here because somebody made you come here. And for those of you that don't know me, because a few of you are new, I'm Catie Frates. I am a disciple of Jesus Christ, homeschool mom, scientist by education and love. Hopefully everybody watched their 3-part creation science series. And so you're up on the creation foundation that you need. This is the textbook that you should have. Hopefully everybody's got that, or you have one available to you that you can use. And you also should have an answer key and test book that goes with it. I think it's called the Solutions Manual and Test Book. You need that also. You have your syllabus. You've printed that out, I hope. Every week you should read whatever the reading assignment is in your syllabus. When you do that, whatever the reading assignment is, you're supposed to read everything in that section. That includes the experiment. That includes doing the on your own problems. And so make sure you do that completely. And then the answers to the on your own problems are in the back of the chapter so that you can check yourself and make sure that you're on the right track. So that's there to help you to make sure that you're doing it correctly. We'll do that the first week. The second week, you'll read the second half of the chapter. You'll complete the study guide. And then you'll come to class. You won't take the test. You'll come to class because then we'll go over it. We'll go over the study guide. Then when you go home, I would suggest you go ahead and study for and take the test pretty quickly thereafter. And while it's fresh in your mind, and then you'll start on the next week's work. This is vocabulary heavy. As far as biology, it is excessively vocabulary heavy. And so I do not want you to memorize the definitions in the book. To me, that is an exercise in futility. The only thing that you should memorize word for word, in my opinion, is the Bible. That you need to memorize, okay, word for word. God knows what he wanted to say, and he said it just the right way. So memorize that. But as far as definitions in this textbook, I would like you to come up with short definitions in your own words. In biology, we will develop short definitions together in class, if I don't already have some, that students over the last 15 years have developed. I've had lots of great minds to work together on this, all you guys. And so I'll give you those short definitions as much as possible. But if you can come up with a nice short definition while you're doing the work, I would suggest that, okay? The idea is that the definition should be just enough to open a file in your mind and give you enough information that you remember a lot more about that. Biology, like I told you, is full of vocabulary words, and the thing that will help you greatly is knowing word roots. And I will tell you word roots a lot of the time because word roots make you look smart when you're not. I don't know about you, but that's a Snoopy dance for me. I mean, it's like, yes, okay? I need all the help I can get. And so I will tell you the word roots whenever possible, but that is an ongoing extra credit for biology that if you would like, I know the Webster's Collegiate Dictionary will do this. Now that everybody uses online stuff, I don't quite know how that works out. But the Webster's Collegiate Dictionary, which is a college-level dictionary, if you look up a word, the first thing it'll do after the pronunciation is it'll give you the breakdown of the word, what the word roots mean. And if you do that with your vocabulary words and write them up, that counts as extra credit. And you can count that as extra credit on your test. So it'll literally add like 5 to 7 points on your test, depending on how many you've got. Okay, so that's real easy extra credit. It benefits you. You only want to do that for the vocabulary words, but all you're doing is writing down what the word roots are for those vocabulary words, because it really will help you. The study guide is supposed to give you an idea of what you have to know for the test, but I'm going to give you the heads up right now. In biology, if it's a vocabulary word, he expects you to know a lot about that subject. He can ask basically anything he wants about something that's a vocabulary word. Okay? So make sure that if it's a vocabulary word that you know a lot of information about it, because that's his key that, okay, well, I told them it was in the vocabulary. Okay? And I'll try to get you as ready as possible for the tests. The lab write-ups. In your syllabus, it told you how I would like to see your lab write-ups. In biology, the observations will frequently be drawing pictures. So let's say you're not an artsy person. Get over it. Just draw a science picture, okay? Stick figures. I don't care. But, you know, do the best you can. I will tell you when you're doing a lab when, okay, you can go home and draw it from the book. Just get through it and find all the parts while you're here on the live thing. So I will be more than happy to tell you when that is the case so that you artsy people can go home and take all the time you want on it, okay? And I know some students can actually make the pictures on the computer, which just freaks me out, but I think that's great if you're able to do that. So whatever, you know, you want to make sure that you do your lab write-ups though, because this is a high school science with lab credit, and so you need to have those labs written up so that if the college you're going to says, prove to me you took this high school science with lab, that you can produce the notebook that has your homework, your lab write-ups, and your tests in it, and most colleges will accept that. I'm going to tell you that right now because I've run into students that have had that problem already. Okay, so just keep that stuff together. Every week when you get your homework done, have your mom initial your syllabus. You're going to take that out and she'll run through very quickly and see that you've got that initialed, and you know, we'll do that every week. If you want to keep your labs in a separate spiral notebook or something, I know a lot of students do, that's fine. Then you could just set that there and Mrs. can just flip through it. Okay? Or however you do it. Make it so that she can. I know one of the moms, thank you, Daniel. He's always so helpful. That's why I had to have him up here. Okay. One of the grading moms said that if you would put your syllabus here, that way she could just walk by and it's already up there. And that's a really, really good idea. So you may want to go ahead and do that so that when she walks by, she's not flipping things and having to distract people and, you know what I'm saying, and distract you, because we're going to get right to it. Okay? Okay, and you do have to have a lab partner that is not a squeamish individual if you are. Okay, we're going to be doing, Hannah just bumped the person next door. We are going to be doing 4 dissections this year. We'll be doing a lot of microscope labs. Next week, you all have your microscopes. So you'll have microscope 1 and you'll have box 1. You'll have microscope 2 and box 2, 3, 4. You see how it goes? You also have dissection kits. Everything is numbered because if you mess it up, nobody else wants it. Okay? So you need to take care of your stuff. That's really what it gets down to. Where that really comes in is when I didn't have them numbered and people would do dissections and then the guys, I think it was the guys, didn't clean their stuff nicely, and the next week the girl had it and it still got parts on it and they're like, ooh. That's why I started numbering them, because I thought, no, they should get it back the next week with all that stuff on it. So that's why everybody has it numbered, so that it's yours, you take care of it for this year, and that way you know that when you clean it, you're going to get back clean stuff afterwards. Okay, so that was the logic there. All right? Okay.